There's one simple reason that the altcoins are not really doing anything, and it frustrates me enormously as I'm fully allocated towards altcoins, and that's what we'll discuss in this update. As in the past few years, altcoins have been doing nothing in terms of return, and most of the altcoins are questionable whether they are actually going to survive in the coming years to come, as we see that most of them are constantly printing lower lows. However, this stance is about to change as historical price action isn't a great sort of pathway for the coming period. Usually, what has happened doesn't need to happen again. And the reason for that is that the business cycle is about to change into a better path, as we are currently seeing that we are on the lowest point of sentiment and conviction in the markets. And it's not only crypto, it's business in general that's still on a low point at this point, not in a recession, but just in a weak appetite. And that's going to change in the sense that the markets are already seeing a strong correlation with the business cycle and liquidity instead of the 4-year cycle. And I think more and more people start to understand that the correlation between the 4-year cycle and crypto is just diminishing away, given the fact that we have institutional investors coming into the markets, given the fact that the markets are just simply expanding, which means that this cycle is going to take way longer than we all expected, and we're still not at the start of a bear market. The start of a bear market doesn't start at actual lows. We are starting at the impulse of the next bull market leg, as that starts at cycle lows. And as we know, the business cycle is currently at its lowest point, which we can revert to, as we can see in the chart, to the points in July 2016 and January 2020 as similar lowest points in convictions and returns on the markets for altcoins. If we look at it from that perspective, then this means that we are about to witness the biggest bull market ever, and that the upside is still enormous for altcoins, as the chart shows. And once the business cycle is getting towards more expanded stages, so when it starts to go up, then that's the moment that you want to get out of the markets. But as the risk is massive, and right now you want to be in the markets. As you can see, the previous times that the business cycle has been bottoming out, it resulted into high returns for Ethereum, as in 2017 we had a return of 1900%, and in 2021 we had a return of 450%. Additionally, as the cycle is longer in terms of the bear markets for the business cycles, the bull markets will become substantially longer as well. And additionally, you need more liquidity to actually move the markets. As a matter of fact, as we are looking at the correlation between the Chinese renminbi and ETH, we can see that the renminbi is going up and Ethereum is following through. Bitcoin is just consolidating and Ether is substantially stronger, as it has been bottoming in April and we have been going up substantially. Right now, the risk isn't as high as you think it might be. As a reference, around bottoming periods, it's actually the best period to start investing as much as you can in risk-on assets, as the downwards risk is substantially low or the lowest compared to any other moments in the cycle. So the single reason why the altcoins aren't moving isn't due to the crypto, it's due to macroeconomic. It's taking its toll and pushing down risk-on assets, while risk-off assets have been continuing to show their strength, like gold has been. As the global uncertainties are about to change, it's likely going to provide a lot more upside for altcoins, as fundamentally, altcoins are doing great. OKX is celebrating their 1-year anniversary in the Netherlands, and you can earn up to €100 in Bitcoin by just joining in. From June the 3rd to June the 17th, OKX is running a special 2-week campaign where both new and existing Dutch users can get rewarded in Bitcoin for completing simple tasks. New users can sign up through my personal link in the description below, buy at least €100 in crypto within 14 days of signing up, and you'll get a €20 bonus in Bitcoin, plus more for any completed task. Are you already on OKX? Don't worry, you can still earn up to 80 euros in Bitcoin by completing tasks like deposits, trading, and referring friends. Head to the OKX campaign page through the link in the description, register and start earning. But be quick, because the campaign ends on June the 17th or when the prize pool 15,000 euros runs out. Start stacking sats, link below, let's go.